Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. We're out here in nature. Where did it all start? A lot of people have been asking me, how did this all begin for you along your journey? Where did infinite waters start? How come you know certain things? And I can tell you, it started the moment I started questioning reality, which was many years ago. Growing up, I always had questions in the back of my mind to say, how come society is set up the way it is? I was in the church, but at the same time, I had my own curiosity. And that led me to many books on ancient Kemet or Egypt. And I was fascinated by it to realize this whole history. That led me down the road of a lot of esoteric information, reading day in, day out. And even though I studied psychology and criminology, I still had questions. In fact, at that point, I was more lost than ever, because many of us on the planet, we are searching for an identity. Krishnamurti, his works were inspirational to help me get a deeper insight into the human condition, the human problem. And going into nature, like this beautiful place right here, I would be going to natural breathing spaces to help meditate, to help me collect my thoughts. And it suddenly dawned on me that the greatest book lies within yourself. And from that moment on, I was no longer interested in searching outside of myself for answers. I was no longer interested in finding a guru, because I realized it was all about tapping into the inner guru and also reconnecting to kindred spirits and exchanging pure love energy. There are no leaders to follow, we just stand side by side. And ever since, I'm still always reading information, because you can always learn, you can always grow. But my hunger for the truth has diminished, because in essence, I realize that we all embody parts of the truth. I am still aware there is so much going on behind the scenes. But me being open to this feels so liberating, to realize that many of us, we are living in the grand deception based on our lifestyle. So I was sitting in the lecture room, lecture after lecture, Take Responsibility. The great psychologist Fritz Perls, who was a great inspiration. Lose your mind and come to your senses. I say that a lot because that is what I live by. And people like Carl Rogers, fantastic psychologist as well, therapist. These were inspirations that we all have to take responsibility for our internal condition. So now I don't feel like a victim, because I see I create my own reality based on my thoughts and feelings. And right now, I can see more and more every day that being free is our birthright. there is something wrong with the world. That is what I used to tell myself at night. I knew intrinsically something wasn't right. And then I began to study people like Jordan Maxwell, Dr. Phil Valentine, and it's liberating. Dr. Jewel Pookrum, Dr. Delbert Blair, David Icke, and getting different bits of information, it all led me back to the source, which is the I Am presence, to see that we are made from the same fabric as the universe. I began to change my diet. Once I let go of meat, it freed me, because I was asking myself to see that, do I have to eat animals? Am I emotionally ready to kill my own food? No, I couldn't do it. So it led me down the rabbit hole to watch films like Earthlings, to do the research. And ever since, every day is more beautiful. Every day I am in nature smiling. It's not all a bed of roses, because there was a time where I had to also go through the dark night of the soul, but I became illuminated within the process. I don't run away from my shadow, because that's also an integral part of who I am. So in embracing the darker side, it complemented my joy, my fun, my happiness, and merge the two together. Then you become neutral. You neutralize your whole self. And it's freed me. I love the life I am living. And it's wonderful that other people are also finding their true passion and sharing it with the world. Time, we create time. We are the architects of our reality. We have to see that, how are we going to live our life? Working in several jobs, I realized this is not what I wanted. I could see I could do the job so well, I could excel at them. But it was not bringing me closer to my true, authentic state. So I said, I'm gonna move into my passion. I'm gonna base my whole life around what I want to do forever. I'm gonna help inspire humanity. In the process of becoming the greatest version of yourself, you will inspire other people to become the greatest versions of themselves. And ever since, I have not looked back. Let love guide you, not fear. The journey continues in nature. We are out here, infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace.